just heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me.
That's right, because it is a lovely day. Although, I came out of my house this morning, there was snow on my car. It's like there was snow. I was like, why is there snow? So, the squad, we are all on a text message group. And so Benita had texted that it was snowing in New York. And, I thought maybe I just read it wrong, or and then when I go outside of my house, there's a little tiny bit of dusting, but my car is dusted over. And I'm like, what is happening? It was just crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. So yeah, I'll take a little dusting of snow because it'll be gone by the end of the day. And I didn't have to scrape my car. All I had to do was just take the windshield wiper, let the windshield wipers do their thing. Good morning. Happy Motown Monday, beautiful people. This is Babz Rawls. If you just tuned in around 9 o'clock, you got me. And I'm spinning the music of Motown as I do every Monday. Tomorrow I got Kay Holness coming on because she is celebrating 25 years owning her own business at the salon. Here's Kay over there in the Munson Triangle. And she used to be over there in the Blake Street Plaza. But now she has since moved herself over to the Munson Triangle. So she's going to be my guest tomorrow at 9 o'clock. She's getting an award from the Phi Delta Kappas or the Phi Beta Kappas, or one of the teachers fraternal organizations. So she's going to be getting an award toward the end of the month to celebrate her business success and history. So I'm looking forward to that conversation tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I've got Earl Bloodworth coming on. He's got a new gig in Bridgeport, and he's going to come and talk to me about what they got going on. So I'm excited to have that conversation. And that's pretty much what's happening so far this week, unless I get something else going on. But we'll see. I got a lot going on today. So Friday, let's see. Let me check my Instagram because that's the only way I know what I have done. That's the only way I know what I have done. Let's see. Friday, I went to Joanne Scully's 50th birthday party. It was fun. It was from like 7 to 10. Well, we left at 10 anyway. So we rolled over there. Me, Ife, and Ife's boo thing rolled over to Joanne's party. She had upstairs above Firehouse 12. Now, if y'all roll around town, because some of y'all don't get around and get out, but Firehouse 12 is a wonderful space, right? It's a recording studio and a bar. They make it work. So, and it's like a cave-ish like bar, but it's swank. It's swanky. It's got some swank to it. It's tight. It's nice, nice thing. You go in. It's in that old firehouse, hence the name Firehouse 12. So you go in, and to the left is down the stairs to the bar, and they do a lot of vegan food. So for you folks who want some vegan stuff, they got some vegan food. They got some vegan bites, and they do cocktails and beers. It's a nice space. Go meet up with people, hang out. We were there a couple of years back for the mezcal tasting, so that was fun. On the other side, when you instead of going down the stairs, you go through the doors, is a recording studio, a bona fide recording studio, and they host concerts in there. I think maybe 75 people could fit in there max. And it's a recording studio. Like the chairs are right up on it. Like if somebody was recording an album, they'd hear you breathing, because that's how close it is. It's tight, but it's swanky. It's a nice space to hear real music. And if you like real live music like I do and my squad, being up close and personal is what we dig. And it's a wonderful space, right? It's a great space. But anyway, upstairs, there's a tricked out residence. It's a loft of sorts. And I saw this loft in a magazine. I saw it in a magazine some years ago, and I always wanted to go check it out. So the guy that owns it is starting a family, so he rents it out as an Airbnb, and he didn't move his family to East Rock, I believe. That's the rumor. Because, he raising a family. Because, baby, that loft ain't kid-friendly. It is not baby-friendly at all. It is swanked out to the max. I loved it. I was trying to, all the time I'm in there, I'm thinking, I got to figure out a way to have something here. So now I got to find out who to talk to about renting that space. Because it's a cool space. I could do a retreat. We could just squad hang downtown. The pizza places downstairs. And Asian restaurants are walking distance. I mean, it's just really, the Wine Thief is down the street. I mean, it's just a great space. Happy birthday, Joanne Scully. You had a good party. You look great in your red jumpsuit. You look really good. So we had a good time. So we left that party. Let's see, Saturday. What did I do Saturday? Oh, God. I didn't do too much Saturday. Kind of hung around. Michelle Turner brought some witch's concoction over. Have y'all seen this? Vodka-infused cognac or cognac-infused vodka. However way you spin it, it is potent and powerful and sweet. Oh, my Lord. See, Michelle Turner got a sweet tooth. She got a sweet tooth like you wouldn't believe. So she leans toward that sweet stuff. But it was good, girl. Oh, I had three sips, and when I say sips, I mean 3 glasses. And I didn't feel like it was gonna do anything to me. Like I didn't feel like, oh, this is gonna be, heavy lifting. I mean, it comes in a beautiful big bottle, and if she doesn't throw that bottle out, I like to keep it because I'd throw some lights down it and make it a light bottle. It's a beautiful bottle, heavy, big. Like it belongs in a rap video. I will say that. It belongs in one of those little rap videos because it's got that look about it. But it's nice, right? I kind of dig it. The next day, Sunday. So yes. Oh, I know what I did Saturday. I had breakfast with Jeff Grant because he was advising me on something that I'm working on. And I don't want to talk about it until it's done. When it's done, then I'll be singing I'll be talking about it forever. So one way or the other, left, right, I'm going to talk about it. But I don't want to talk about it now until I finish. And I'll be finished sometime this week, and then it'll get submitted, and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, so that's what I did Saturday day. Saturday night, Michelle Turner comes over with that big old bottle of vodka-infused cognac-infused vodka. Whew. Man, I mean, it's good. But that's the thing. Those sweet things will get you like that because, it's painless. It's painless. And you have no pace with that. You just like, oh, this is nice. All right. I wake up Sunday morning. Oh, my Lord. I was like, oh, my God, I'm still drunk. Did you ever wake up? Do you ever go to bed drunk and wake up drunk? No, I'm sure most of y'all have not because you don't live the way that I live. I woke up drunk Sunday and I had to be ready to go to meet up with the young boyfriend for brunch. So I met him up because he had a friend in town. He has a friend, Raymond, from from Normandy who is visiting. Is doing like he's like on tour. Like, you know, he came over with his wife. They was in DC. She went back to Normandy. She got a gig. She got work. And then and so he went to San Francisco. Now he's gonna go to Vermont. So he's like touring America. So I had brunch with them yesterday. It took everything I had, and I got there before them. I thought I was gonna be late, but because I live downtown and they live out in the boonies, it's easy for me to get downtown. And parking is free on Sunday, and I got good prime parking. So anyway, so I had brunch, and had a flank steak and some eggs and some potatoes and some dry toast. I didn't drink anything but sparkling water at brunch because I was like, I gotta give up drinking because I got these new meds. You cannot drink with these meds. Okay, cool, Babz, cool. Sunday I do that. I do it. I don't drink. Sunday brunch, that is. Had a good time with the young boyfriend and Raymond. It was great conversation. We were fun. The food was good. We were at South Bay. It was great. They had jazz playing. They had a guy in there playing keyboards. It was wonderful. Wonderful Sunday. It's what you want to do on a Sunday. They went off to the museum. I went over to Jackie Buster's house because she was having a fire sale. Or, she set up her house like a boutique. So she's purging all the things, so that she can make room for more things. So she had clothes and jewelry and things from her catering life and all these kinds of things, her party life, event planning things, lots of cool stuff, shoes, handbags, dishes. I bought some beautiful bowls that I put in my bathroom cabinet so I can. So what I want to do is put all my moisturizers and all the bathroom stuff, makeup and things like that in bowls, because the cabinet is a great cabinet. It used to be my CD cabinet when it was in my house, but I put it in the bathroom because it fits so well. But I don't want to put things on the shelf directly because that's a pain in the ass to have to like move stuff. But if I could put these beautiful bowls and then put things in the bowls, then whatever I want, I can just pull the bowl out and sift through the bowl. But anyway, I digress. So I go over there Sunday, and of course, if y'all don't know Jackie Buster, she keep a full bar. So she poured some wine, and of course, she wanted my opinion on it. What I was gonna say, what I was gonna do, what I would do. What am I do? So I drink some wine. I did. Ooh, oh my God. So I spent an afternoon drinking wine. Got home, and then drank a little bit more wine and went to bed. That was my Sunday. That's my weekend. I do too much, but that's all right because today it ends. So because tonight I got to take these new meds. The new meds are pain meds because I have a hip problem. And the pain meds are tough. Are for the pain. So I see. So Harry pulled up some Motown for me. Thank you, Harry Droz. And so I'm gonna play. I'm trying to figure out what I want to play because I know people are listening and they want some Motown music. So I'm about to give it to you, baby. I'm about to give it to you. You know what? How about a little Four Tops? I think I'm in the mood for some Four Tops. And then I'll come back and talk about It's So White, Golden Globes. Okay, here's some Four Tops for you. I know you like this.
Now if you feel that you can't go on because all of your hope is gone and your life is filled with much confusion until happiness is just an illusion and your world around is crumbling down, darling, come on girl, reach on out for me, reach out for me.
Okay, you can't get better than the Four Tops unless you play the Temptations, and I'm always playing the Temptations. So I'm playing the Four Tops today. It's a Four Tops Motown Monday. That's what we doing. We doing that. So I watched the Golden Globes last night because I don't really watch the award shows too much anymore because I don't know. It's just I don't. I mean, when I was working in entertainment public relations, I had to watch, and I attended a few of them. Like I went to the Grammys. I've gone to the American Music Awards. I've gone to the Essence. I've gone to because Essence used to do an awards thing. I've gone to the NAACP awards. So I've done the Candace Awards. I've done my share of dressing up and going to walking red carpets. I've done my time doing that. I have no interest in it now. So I don't know. I just watched it last night. I think one because I wanted to see Billy Porter because I am Billy Porter. No, I aspire to be Billy Porter. How about that? I aspire to be Billy Porter because he's just so freaking fabulous. Oh my God, he had on this white ensemble yesterday. I was like, oh, that means I got to give Donald Carter a call. I was like, listen, I want you to make me a feather duster. Like a feather duster that you wear. And then I want it to be shimmery. I'm telling you, I want to be Billy Porter. He has such great fashion. I mean, he's just so, his energy and confidence is so contagious. So anyway, I really wanted to see him. The Golden Globes are white. I mean, they're just white. And they had Ricky Gervais. And I know he pissed off everybody in that space. He was like, we know that there aren't any there. What's missing from all of this, from the lineup, from the nominees, are black and other people of color films and actors and talent and all that. He's like, that's because the Hollywood Foreign Press is racist, very, very racist. Tom Hanks was just like, he was outdone. Every time the camera got on him, his face was all twisted up. I was like, you know what? Ricky Gervais was just giving them some truth to power. That's all he was doing. It was in poor taste, but sometimes the truth is in poor taste. He was talking about Epstein, and he was like, don't act like y'all didn't party or hang out with Epstein. Everyone in this room. And people are like, oh my God. So, and he was like, because this is his 5th year doing it. He's like, I won't be back. I don't care. He was saying it all night. I don't care. I loved it. I thought he was edgy. I thought he was hella edgy. I thought he was mean. And I think he was telling the truth. That's it. And he called them out before anybody got the award. He was like, listen, you celebrities don't come up here talking about your little save the world speeches, the environment. He's like, you don't know nothing about nothing. Don't try to lecture people about what y'all don't even know. He's like, don't come over here talking about God. Don't come over It just burst a whole bunch of bubbles in that room. I was like, listen, preach, speak it. So I posted that. I made some snide remark on one of these little Yahoo sites or one of these little entertainment sites. And somebody had the nerve to say to me, well, there was black people in that room. So, I had time this morning. So I said, listen, yeah, there was black people in that room. Like less than 2% of that room was people of color. And when I say people of color, I'm deliberately meaning black and brown and Asian people. There was listen, Aquafina was the first Asian woman in the history of these daggone awards to get a Best Actor award. Aquafina. Now, there's been a whole slew of Asian actors since the beginning of time. She's the first one. So I had to clap back at that mess. I did. I had to clap back. And then the people was coming for me. So, I let them come. And then I blow back and then I block them. Because I didn't have time after that. I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna let these people fill up my timeline with their foolishness. So I let it go. I was like, listen. You can just look out the room and see who was in the room, and you can look through the films and see what films was missing. There was a bunch of films that were missing. There was a lot of TV shows that were missing. There was a lot of films that were missing. There was a lot of other things that were missing that are of black people, brown people, and Asian people. Anyway, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. So anyway, back to the Four Tops. Standing in the shadows of love.
Standing in the shadows of love, I'm getting ready for the heartaches to come. Can't you see me standing in the shadows of love? I'm getting ready for the heartaches to come. I wanna run, but there's nowhere to go. 'Cause heartaches will follow me, I know. Without your love, the love I need, it's the beginning of the end for me. 'Cause you're taking away all my reasons for living. When you pushed aside all the love I've been giving. Now wait a minute, didn't I teach you right now, baby? Didn't I? Didn't I do the best I could? Now didn't I? So don't you leave me standing in the shadows of love. I'm getting ready for the heartache to come. Don't you see me standing in the shadows of love? I'm the best to get ready for the heartaches to come. All alone I'm destined to leave with misery, my only company. It may come today and it might come tomorrow, but it's for sure I ain't got nothing but sorrow. Now don't your conscience kind of bother you? How can you watch me cry after all I've done for you? Now hold on a minute. Gave you all the love I had, now didn't I? When you needed me, I was always there, now wasn't I? I'm trying not to cry out loud. You know, crying, it ain't gonna help me now. What did I do to cause all this grief? Now what did I say to make you want to leave? Now wait a minute. Gave my heart and soul to you, now didn't I? And didn't I always treat you good, now didn't I? I'm standing in the shadows of love. I'm getting ready for the heartaches to come. Don't you see me standing in the shadows of love? I'm the best to get ready for the heartaches to come.
I'm telling you, Levi Stubbs' voice is iconic. You know that voice. I mean, even if you know Little Shop of Horrors, the film, you know the voice. But even before that, I mean, the Four Tops, Levi Stubbs, I mean, you know it. They're still out there as the Four Tops, I think. You know, because Levi Stubbs has passed on. A couple of them have passed on. But, you know, people fill in because people still want to hear this music. Like, there's a market still for this music. People still want to hear it live. I mean, we all got our CDs. We can go to Spotify. We can go to YouTube. We can do all those things. But people want to be in the room and see these cats sing these songs. I get it. I remember the first and only time I saw James Brown at like Foxwoods. And I don't know why I was kind of reluctant to go, right? This was like maybe 30 years ago. I had tickets. And I was kind of reluctant. I was like, oh, James Brown, whatever. What? To this day, James Brown and Tina Turner are my favorite concerts of all time. James Brown more so. Because James Brown 3-hour concert, he never left the stage. Ever. Now, he sent the little band off. You know, the horns, all them. He sent JBs and all them off. He sent the band off stage to take a half-hour rest. He stayed on the stage for 3 hours. No joke. And he wasn't a young man when I saw him. I mean, it was electrifying. Like, and his voice was in good form. He was in great shape. Like, he wasn't like, you know, sloppy or anything. He was in great shape. And his hair was laid. You know, James had some laid hair. And I was mesmerized. And I left. I was already a quasi James Brown fan. When I left that concert, I was a bona fide fan. I couldn't get enough of him, his story, and that whole scene. It just won me. I loved it. So those were my favorite. It's my favorite concert. Of course, I love the Elements. Don't get me wrong. The Elements are my boys. And by Elements, I mean Earth, Wind, and Fire for you people who are musically challenged. The Elements are still my band. That's my forever band. But James Brown, baby, whew, that was a whole other stratosphere. So I say that to say that Levi Stubbs is in that same, they're all in that same category of iconic. When you hear that voice, you know it. I hear music now. I don't know if it's Drake. I don't know if it's Migos. I don't know if it's da-da-da. It could be any it could be Justin Timberlake. I don't know. I don't know these voices like that because they all sound the same. But if you hear Levi Stubbs, you know Levi Stubbs. You know this is the Four Tops, baby. This is the Four Tops. So let me play a little more for you. Oh, you know, Sugar Pie Honey Bunch, you know I love you. They ain't making them kind of songs no more. They not. So sometime this week I gotta pull together a playlist for End of the World. Cause we are at the end of the world right now. We like 2 minutes away from the end of the world. Australia is on fire. We got a madman in the White House who's got an $80 million bounty on his head. He's gonna use Twitter as his official letting people know. Yeah, I think we need some end of the world music. I think it's got to be a long playlist. It's gonna be a long. It's got to be a decent playlist. Like what would you want to hear at the end of the world? I'm just saying. Might as well get yourself ready because it's coming. And you know the thing about it is, the thing about it is that he beefing with these Iranians who got thousands and thousands of years of blowback hate for people. Like they know how to wait countries people out. They're not going to retaliate today. They're going to retaliate in generations. Do you understand? They done hung the red flag of doom from their country. They done hung the red flag that they have not seen in hundreds of years. I think people thought that flag was legend. It's not. So I feel compelled to do you a public service to play some end of the world music. I don't know what I would pick if the world was ending, and it is. I think I gotta have a little James Brown, gotta have some Prince, because you gotta have some Motown in that mix. So you gotta have some Motown, you gotta definitely have some Prince, gotta have some Jackson. Well, the Jackson 5, the Motown years are pretty good. So you gotta have that. Of course, you gotta have some classical music, right? You gotta have some Chopin, maybe some Bach. You gotta have some of that. You know, maybe you want some. I wouldn't mind having a little Bette Midler and some Cher, and definitely you gotta have some Barbra Streisand in that mix, right? I've definitely gotta have some Patti LaBelle. I personally would put some Phyllis Hyman, some Anita Baker. So I'd go smooth, you know, some Norman Connor, some Michael Henderson. That's how far back I'd go. Then of course I'd have Earth, Wind and Fire, the Fat Bat Band, you know, Roy Ayers. See where I'm going? See, that's my end of the world playlist. That's what I do. So I just feel like we gotta have an end of the world playlist, and you know, and what do you want your last meal to be? I figure if the world is gonna end, I want what do I want? I want let's see, maybe you know, since I'm severely allergic to cheese, maybe I'll get me a pizza from Pepe's. I mean, if I'm gonna die, I might as well eat what I want. Just saying. So look for that sometime this week. I'm gonna give you a little playlist of what I would pick, and you know what? I'll give you a little bit. So every couple of days, I'll give you some playlist music, end of the world stuff, because that's where we at. This stuff is just I don't even know if like anybody could write this. Like I don't know if anybody could have written a story of this. This is so dystopian. What is happening now in America is its own dystopian narrative playing out. Like it's a reality show versus doomsday, or a reality show mixed with doomsday. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like Independence Day meets Freddy Krueger. Like it's like that. Like we're scared and we're hopeful. At least I'm trying to be. But every day that this man is in the White House and all those enablers, he's like a drug addict with all these people supplying drugs. All right, let me give you some command. You know what? Let's cool everybody down. Some commanding life. Let me give you some commanding life. And then I'm going to go back to some Four Tops in a minute. I think I got one more song of the Four Tops that I could rock to. So January 6th. 2020. Here's some commanding life, because I know y'all need some good stuff on your mind, because we're at the end of the world. The person that goes into the storm is never the same one that steps out. You owe it to yourself to become everything you prayed for in the rain. The journey continues when you leave the struggle behind and focus on how you've been strengthened. When the clouds clear, the sun will shine and bless the next version of you. Staying positive on your path makes you powerful on your path. So, you know what? Stay encouraged. I know it's the end of the world. I know it. But stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Maybe some miracles will happen. This is the season of miracles. So, you know, maybe the election is a little whiles away. So we can just vote out all this hatred. We can just vote it out. I don't want to have conversations with people. I'm done with that foolishness, because you can't change people's hearts and minds. And I'm not in the hearts and minds changing business. I just feel like if people are going to stay as stupid, that's where they're going to stay. It's not my job to raise you to an intelligent level. That's not my job. I'm not doing that for people. You stay where you are. What I'm asking people to do is to vote out stupidity and ignorance and oh God, whatever else we could throw in here. This has been a nightmare. an absolute nightmare. I mean, we going in there, we assassinating other world leader, and then we doubling down on stupid talk. And these people have made this guy a martyr. Do you know what that means? Because we don't know what that means in America. We didn't know what it means there. Listen, the Iranian people, their governments know how to hold a grudge. They know how to do it, and they know how to do it generationally. They don't got to blow back next month or next week. It could be 2 years from now. It could be 10 years from now. It could be 20 years from now. I'm telling you, if you've studied anything about the Middle East and how those people get down, the Bible tells you the architecture of how these folks go generationally. The stories go down generationally. That's it. They'll tell that story of how Americans did this thing, and it will become legend. And then people will feel compelled to sort of beat back that kind of, what they consider tyranny. I get it. I'm not mad at them. What I'm mad at is that we have a congressional leadership that's not interested in leading, that they think that this is a game, that people will be harmed, And considering that we don't have a draft except for poverty is the draft, because only poor black and brown kids is in the military. They're the ones disproportionately in the military. So poverty is the real draft here. So they don't need a draft. And now that they allowed armed services to troll colleges and universities and know people's financial statuses around how much debt they're carrying, and the way out of that debt is to join up. You follow me? The way to get out of your debt from college is to join the military. That's a draft caused by poverty. That's it. So rich kids don't ever have to step foot on the battleground. They don't have to do it. They don't. But poor kids who are trying to pull themselves up and out of situations, up and out from debt, up and out from poverty, will join the military, and it's honorable to serve your country, but it is disproportionate to those that are poor and disenfranchised. It is not an equal footing. It's not, and it will be black and brown folks who will pay with their lives, will pay the ultimate duty with their lives for the foolishness that is going on at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And that's the truth. That is the truth. So while we think, all those little MAGA hat wearing people, go sign up. You want to defend this country? Go sign up. You want to carry a gun? Go sign up. Go. The armed forces ought to be overflowing with those folks marching there to sign up to defend this country. I'm going to drive by and see if there's some lines outside of the Air Force, the Army, the Marines, the National Guard, the Reserve. It should be all those red hat wearing folks ought to be signing up, right? They feel so strongly about, defending this country. Yeah, you see where I'm at, right? You see where I'm at. Woo-hoo-hoo. You see where I'm at. You see where I'm at. I'm just saying. So let's call it what it is. Poverty is the new draft, or poverty is the same old draft. Not new. Poverty ain't new. Kids, black and brown kids going into military to lift themselves up out of poverty and situations is not new. They used to make kids go to the army, to the military when they got in trouble, right? Remember them days? The 40s and the 50s, they'd make, rather than send you someplace like to jail or something, you'd have two choices. You go to jail, you go to the military. Because they believed that the military offered an opportunity for them to get their life right. I'm just saying. So now we use the draft as a way, and particularly now that they're allowing these armed forces to sort of troll people with student debt. You want to get out from under your student debt? Join up, and we got you. Join up. That's the new draft. And nobody has any problems with that. No, nobody sees the harm or the wrong in that. Because it's black and brown kids that'll join up, that will put their lives and pay the ultimate price. Not rich kids. Not the Trump sons ain't nowhere near nobody's armed forces. They not there. They not serving. And they're older. They can still serve too. They're not old. They're young enough to serve. They're not gonna suit up. They're gonna talk, but they're not gonna walk. I'm just saying. All right, let me play me some music out. That's my rant for today for Motown Monday. Woo! Tomorrow I got Kay on. We're gonna talk about her business and how's that going. And then I got Earl Bloodworth on. He's doing some reentry kinds of things in Bridgeport. I'm looking forward to that conversation. And I'm still like in all the conversation that we had with Reginald Dwayne Betts that Jeff and I had on Criminal Justice Insider Friday and his book of poetry. I've kept it by my bedside because I've been reading it just about every night. I read one or two poems because they're so prolific, and you have to read them. And like any poem, you have to read it a couple of times and let it simmer in your spirit a little bit. That's a good poem will stay with you. A good poem will rise up through you, and you'll find yourself thinking about it, over a period of time. And so yeah. So I think in these times we have to do all the healing that we can do. And for me, poetry is one of those things that brings me back to my humanity all the time when we are in this inhumane time. So God is still speaking, people. God is still speaking. So I'm gonna play this out with the it's the same old song by the Four Tops.
You're sweet as a honeybee, but like a honeybee stings, you're gonna left my heart in pain. All you left is our favorite song, the one we dance to all night long. Used to bring sweet memories of a tender love that used to be. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. It's the same old song, but with a different meaning. And it breaks me up to hear it. I said a little fool am I to hear an old love song and wanna cry, but the melodies keep haunting me, reminding me how in love we used to be. Keep hearing the part that used to touch our hearts, saying together forever, darling, breaking up never. It's the same old song. Ain't gotta hear it, but since you've been gone, it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Precious memories keep lingering on. Every time I hear our favorite song, now you know there's this emptiness. I only reminisce the happiness we spent. We used to dance to the music. Make romance to the music. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. I can't bear to hear it. It's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. It's the same old song, but with a different meaning.
Hi, this is Babz Rawls Ivy from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.
Vietnam